In the immortal words of MC Ride, ah! Jesus fucking Christ, fams. Okay, so, some context. Some little context. I actually started a stream maybe 15 minutes ago. And my computer, you see, has this amazing quirk. I'm sure its hard drive is failing. But every now and then, maybe once a week, sometimes if I'm unlucky, twice a week, it just restarts. Just restarts. No prompt, no blue screen. It doesn't blue screen. It just restarts. You know, all on its own. It's absolutely amazing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe someone has made my computer a slave or a zombie computer and has full access to it and decides to do it whenever the fuck to fuck with me, and that's great, you know. I can't do anything about that, but it's just great. So it restarted just as we finished getting some of these amazing, amazing Creative Commons Zero works of art here to use in our piece. So we have some skeletons, just a lot of skeletons that we can use in this. Oh yeah, this was my favorite. I made a comment of how sexy this one was. It's very sensual skeleton, very thick skeleton. But I ain't salty. This is my favorite, by the way. I don't know how I'm gonna work it in, but it's definitely my favorite. So those are the ones that we have, plus the ones that I've already downloaded prior, that you guys may have seen in other episodes. I hope it doesn't fucking do it again, because I might lose my mind just a little bit, you know. But yeah, that stream no longer exists. The VOD for it exists, the archive does, but it's unlisted. And why was this being like this right now? Come on, Pixelbane. So if you were one of the possibly 0 people that were watching live, you would have access to that VOD. And I'm actually gonna go back and watch it because it's like 5 minutes and 30 seconds long or whatever. I want to know when it cuts off. Also, sweet, not responding. Ugh, this computer. I need to get a replacement fucking hard drive or something, because when I moved up to Seattle, I had issues with the fucking computer that I have. The hard drive was jostled too much in the computer case, and it wouldn't boot up. And I was like, why isn't this booting up? Oh, it looks like the hard drive's been, you know, flown the fuck around. Jesus. Okay, so this is not a good place to be. While Firefox has issues, hopefully Windows Explorer lets me do something here. You know. Oh my goodness. This stream, it's like the gods themselves are saying to me, don't stream today. Holy crap. It's also possible that, you know, I just got in a little bit too soon. It takes like 15 minutes for my computer to boot up from a cold boot. Or it's not even a cold boot, it's a fucking restart. It's just, I don't have a lot of start processes, but it's like, I have no idea. Maybe my disk is completely defragged or something. I don't know. But maybe it's fucking just an old piece of shit, like with components from all my other previous older computers. So I think it's time for me to upgrade it. Ah, this is fun. This is fun. I guess we're gonna have story time while this decides to unfuck itself. I'm gonna let it just do its thing. Right now in Seattle, it's about maybe like 80 degrees, but the room that I'm in is incredibly hot. I have this really nice fan, you see, that I could turn on. There we go. I guess you're not gonna get the story. The story is, it's surprisingly fucking hot in Seattle. Not as hot as it was when I was in Arizona. So at least there's that. So it looks like my computer finally finished starting up. It only took me legit 10 minutes. Hopefully my stream wasn't completely fucked over. Because I started streaming almost immediately after all my web pages loaded back up. So that's a good thing. Oh boy, my leg's asleep. Holy shit. The life of the starving artist. Am I right or am I right? I don't have the cash to upgrade any of my computer's parts. I don't have a fucking desk, but I still keep going. Ooh, see, this is what I gotta watch out for. I do not want that at all. I don't want any part of that. because I'm not making editorial. I mean, I guess that's a really loose thing. Would it classify as editorial use if I make it a political statement about something? You know, art itself can be very political. So maybe if I made it some politically charged piece like I have in the past, maybe I could get away with selling it at some point. Because you know me, I gotta make them dollars, even though I've never sold any of my artwork to anyone before in the past. And not gonna happen in the future at this rate. My channel growth of 0%, despite doing this for 9 days, is pretty glorious, I have to say. I'm a little shocked. Imagine my shock. Not really, actually. I don't know. If you guys have been sticking around with this channel for longer than a week, which is everyone, you guys probably would know that I've tried multiple different things on this channel. Not necessarily to make it grow, I guess a little way, you know. It would be kind of cool to do some of the stuff that I've done on this channel for, you know, I don't want to say career, but, or maybe just like, I don't know, some it's not substitute, but, you know, a little extra money, you know. So I could work maybe less hours or something like that, you know. I'm sure that's everyone's dream, right? So I try to diversify, try to find my niche. And my most successful streams, believe it or not, were retro run-throughs of Diablo 2. And using the mod of Median XL. And I'm not saying that it wasn't fun doing that. But man, I guess I couldn't handle the pressure, I guess, of having more than a few people watch. Like, I had 100 people watching that shit. That's fucking crazy. That's exactly what I wanted to go for, right? You would expect me to want that, but it's just all these people interacting with them, trying to be like I don't know, a figure of entertainment or something. It was just too much. So if this ever grows, it's gonna be really tough for me to continue it. But see, that's why I made it a challenge, you see. The challenge is for myself. If this ever does grow to the point where it was like those Median XL streams or something else like that, I have to force myself to still do it because I want to do this challenge as long as possible. It's like, what am I doing? I guess like cars, okay. And clearly, oh, missed one. Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna incorporate this dude somewhere for sure. But yeah, obviously I'm doing this challenge for my own growth. I've been using Photoshop since I was a youngin', and I ain't so young anymore. I've been using this version of Photoshop 6, since I was in elementary school, which is a fucking long ass time ago. So it's partly to make myself grow, and partly to obviously give me some more exposure. Because, you know, I feel like I have a very set niche and style, and I don't know, I feel like there's at least someone out there that would like my work. It's just that I haven't reached them yet. So doing something like this, I think, is my best bet of not only improving myself, but reaching that one person out of 7 billion that likes my work. I didn't get Sexy Skeleton. Welp. You win some, you lose some. And I guess I ain't using Sexy Skeleton. Alright, so a few things that we need to get. I need to get my seal of quality. I still want to make that like an Imperial like wax seal and then use that as like my signature on some stuff. That would be really fucking cool. Okay, so I did have the high fidelity of that one. Okay, so I just downloaded it. Again, for no reason. Oh yeah, you guys didn't have that conversation because it's lost to the ages. Not really. I mean, maybe one day I will upload it again. No, I have Sexy Skeleton. Okay. Phew. I was a little worried. I was a tad worried, fams and lambs. Though a lot of these aren't fucking PNGs. I don't need this because I have the PNG version. For the transparency. Okay, let's get this set up. My standard wallpaper desktop size. And hopefully my mic doesn't fucking fall off my lap. That would be an awful situation. Oh, hold up. I am fairly certain that I've used this exact... Okay, we might have to look through some of my stuff. I'm pretty sure I've used this exact image a long ass time ago. I'm gonna go back. In one of my really shitty rotoscoped animation things, I made this gondola that was walking. And I'm pretty sure I used this specific skeleton or skull texture for the ground. If I can't find it in a couple seconds, then I'll just give up on that, and you guys can find it on my website. I'm pretty sure on my shitty Wix site, it's on the About page, and it's the animating gondola. It's really bad. I think I named it Gone in Hell, or Gone to Hell. I don't see it. Don't see it. Maybe it was 2006. I don't think it was. Nope, don't see it. Alright, so we're giving up on that little field trip. Alright. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I used that exact same texture. If not, it's very similar. Okay. So, I have no idea, as always, of what I want to do with this specific little Photoshop. Other than that I want to maybe include... Oh, I mean, I have to include this dude. I have no idea what fucking sculpture or what the artist of this fucker was, but they deserved all the respect and admiration they could possibly get. It's like a fucking, I don't know. He's got like this top knot, like a samurai top knot. And he's got like, I don't know, like a sweat headband. Fucking skill. I think this might be like some Japanese like samurai fucking skeleton. I don't know. It's pretty sick. I don't think I'm gonna use that. I've already used him. I don't think I'm gonna use that. I already have that on there. Gotta use the horns, even though I've used them like a billion times. I want to use this dude. This is one of my favorite Creative Commons Zero skeleton images, but I have no idea how to make him work. Maybe I could do something about my computer, because my computer fucked me over already today. So make it all like fucking glitch art and shit. Let's make this magenta or something. And do some more offsets all over the place. There we go. That's my work for today, guys. See you next time. Photoshop Brandon. Oh man, could you imagine if I just like did that? It'd be great. I'd love it. Ah, so good. These reactions, like this reaction alone. The face when you nut but you keep sucking. There you go. That's your meme-age for the day. And I don't stamp anything that I haven't completed or feel is close enough to completion. Alright. So, what do I want to do with this? Well, since I don't have any good skeleton backgrounds, other than the skulls, I guess I have nothing but like either pattern or gradient stuff. I guess I could create a new pattern. You know, let's just fuck around. You know, I haven't done a whole lot of pattern creation in the last couple of months, like other than some base ones. Let's do that. Saturation 0. Pump up the contrast a bit. Invert it because I want it top down. What do I want to do with this? Where is it? Can't remember if color halftone is the better option to do this with, or if I want to do halftone pattern. I think it might be halftone pattern. Color halftone I think is more for print than the effect that I want to go for. Where's halftone pattern? There it is. Alright, so I want really large dots. Oh no, it's gonna just be the entire thing? I thought it was gonna be... I thought it was gonna be variable sizes. See, because that's what I want. I want it to actually make a halftone. Then maybe it is color halftone. Halftone pattern is just the pattern, I suppose. Max radius 4. Let's see what the default gives me. Alright, so this is kind of what I'm going for. But obviously I don't want it to have RGB. I just want it to have fucking black and white. So let's go back. As I can see clearly, I don't really use color halftone a whole lot. Okay. So I really love how amazing this is for letting me know which one of these is yellow, magenta, cyan, and black. So I'm just gonna straight up assume the last one is black. And we are gonna put this at 255. I'm a fucking genius. I'm a motherfucking genius. Okay, so now we have this cool like screen tone effect going on here. And then what we can do is we can be lazy. Not what I wanted to do at all. We can be lazy and just do a gradient. Like this. Reverse. And then... You know, actually, maybe I should... Before I go too far, I think it's a little too small. Alright. So we're gonna have to bump up the size. Halftone pattern. Not halftone pattern. Color halftone. And we're gonna bump this motherfucker up to, see, like 32. There we go. That's a nice halftone pattern here. Here we go. We are in fucking business. So like the last time I've actually done this was probably like 2 or 3 years ago. I did it for some shitty game design project that I had to do for a capstone at college. And I needed some background shit. And that's the last time that I've done this. It's a cool story, I know. Very cool story. But yeah, so it's been a quick minute since I've last used halftones. They're kind of cool. So that was that's the tutorial part of today. Is that's how you do halftone stuff. And we can do nice color overlays like that. Sure, why not? I don't really know what I'm going for here. And then we can just fuck it up completely and do a pattern with the previous, and then use this as like a difference channel or something. Like these squares, and see what we can get with this. I have no idea what this is gonna yield. So we're just experimenting at this point with different fields and patterns and how they all interact with one another. That's a lot of my work, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sure that, I mean, they say, I'm not a... gotta think before I speak. They say to master a craft, you have to spend like 10,000 hours with that craft. And I think I'm at that point, or almost at that point. No, I have to be at that point. The amount of fucking hours I've sunk into making Photoshops over my entire life is fucking insane. My image composition time, like, it's gotta be in that ballpark. So, if that's the definition of mastering a task, then I've mastered this task, and I am on my way of becoming a god at it. So, so that leads me to my next point. They say that a master of a craft doesn't really think about what he's doing. You know, he's not actively thinking about like planing that piece of wood or drawing that face of that character. It's just second nature to them. And I guess this is the second nature of my own ability of doing this. You know, it's just knowing that there's a design out there that would work well with this. There's an overlay that will work well with what I have, and then just searching for it until I find what I just feel is right. Okay, that looks fine. And like, I don't know, but at the same time, saying all that, I do feel that my work is pretty amateurish at times, if not always. Maybe I'm just a little hard on myself. I just haven't found the audience for my work. Like, whenever I would make things, I would get compliments from the people that were around me. Like, if I was in the lab when I was still in college or whatnot, they would say, that was pretty fucking cool. I don't know if they were just placating me or if they were sincere. I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell you that. But I guess they didn't like it enough to actually follow me. No, I'm not like that. Nah. It's just, I feel like there's an audience out there for me. It's just that I haven't reached it, you know? It's tough, you know? It's tough. Like, there's so many people that are up there that are artists that have their unique, very niche fields that they're good in. This is my niche field, and I just don't know if there's enough interest out there for it. But I've spent so many hours with this I don't know, way of doing work. For me to change up and do something else would just put me on a level where I would not even be able to compete with those people, those contemporaries, you know? That's my depressing little tidbit that I'll bring up. But, you know, I feel like there has to be, you know? Like, I mean, there's other people that do this, but at the same time, and, you know, let's invert this and see what that does. It's kind of cool. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good enough for that. Maybe my contemporaries that do this are just that much better. I don't want to make this a pity stream. I'm using this, my friends, as a way to have you guys motivate yourselves as well to do whatever you dream of doing. So despite my point, should get to the point. Despite feeling like this, despite feeling that maybe I will never actually get an audience, despite all those rather depressing feelings, I still push on. Because you never know what the future holds. And you are, in the end, why is this not pulling? You, in the end, are the only one that can continue your work. If that makes any fucking sense. I don't really know what I'm really saying. I'm trying to say is if you give up, then what's the point? What was the point of doing it in the to begin with? Why were you even doing it? If you're just gonna give up halfway. Because you could be on the verge of greatness, either figuring something out craft-wise that brings your work to the next level, or getting that attention that you desire, or whatever it may be for your craft, you know? And in giving up halfway, you would never know if you would actually make it. You know, you have to try and fail. And I believe me, I have tried and I have failed many times. And I don't know how many more times I'll fail in the future, but I will keep going. I will keep going despite that. And I encourage all of you to continue trying and pursuing your dreams. Like, obviously, someone might say that it's pointless to continue to a point where you just continuously fail or something like that, or like some dreams are impossible. And that might be very well the case in some dreams for a certain individual. It might be possible. But that doesn't mean that you can't achieve something tangentially that fills that same void. Really likes, I think soft light is cool, but there's something about color burn. There's just something about it. Maybe if I make it a little bit lighter. Yeah, I think that works. Getting a like Lord Marrowgar kind of feel to this, and I kind of like that. Alright, not what I wanted to move. But yeah, just keep at it. Keep at it. I'm not gonna say ignore the haters, because those haters, despite obviously being people that are tearing you down, they very well might have some legit criticisms and thoughts about your work, and they might be phrasing it in a hurtful manner or something like that you might not really want to hear. Oh, I have inner glow. That's not what I wanted. I wanted outer glow. But there might be some grains of truth in it. But at the same time, don't let them stop you. Use it as a fuel to better yourself, you know? Also, one of the biggest things that you should avoid doing in Photoshop work is over-reliance on layer effects. It's like one of the first things that you get told, and they're like, oh, these are the layer effects, these are how they work. They try to keep you away from using them like this, because then you get weird shit like that. But I don't know. I like them. I'm gonna use them. I think that's why my work is unique. I use fucking layer effects. Like, I preview this in child first learning about Photoshop. I really like that little. Hopefully that artifacting got caught in the image as a whole. Alright, I think I will do that. Let's see, does it look good without the stroke? It's tough to say. It really differentiates itself from the background. So I think I really do like it like that, but at the same time, maybe I have to make it my own version of that outer glow, and we won't make it as vibrant. Okay. God, this room is hotter than balls. Alright, and also another thing, when you have a really fucking terrible computer, and you have like a billion layer effects, as you can see, things take forever to load. Let's bring this guy to the back. Oh, that's a hotkey. It's Control Shift, I think back, like left brace. That brings it to the back of the image. And I want this. I want it actually behind everything, but the way everything's set up, it's not gonna work that way. So I guess I'll have to mask it. So we're gonna have like a constellation set in the background with two different designs. I have that other like boomstick looking skeleton somewhere here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn that off for now. We're gonna turn narrow guard off now. Maybe that'll help me. Just a little bit. Oh, I need him. Shit. Okay. I don't know where I'm gonna put him in this. Also need sexy skeleton. Stuttering sexy skeleton. There we go. Let's bring this guy to the back, even though it's not really that brought to the front. Even though I'm just using. The fuck did I just do? Even though I'm just using it as an overlay, I just don't want it to overlay over other things. Set selection. Boom. Alright. So they got their layer masks all set up. Just noticed that my Photoshop's a little bit too big. Alright. Let's see here. Shit. I don't like the dots anymore. But I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna keep them. I made that conscious decision. They're staying. Okay. This guy is pivotal to this work. And I don't know how I'm gonna make him work. I'm going full Evangelion. That's what I'm doing. Okay. That's what I'm doing. Stealing IDs. Mask that. Unlink. Let's get my rulers in here so I can see where different key points are on my image. Not what I wanted to move. So we got a golden triangle set up like here. Ratio. Something like fucking size on this eraser. Oh shit, that's fucking giant. I didn't know it was that big. Can't even see my eraser's outline. The fuck? I guess I'll just use block, I guess. Ah, get out of there. Jesus, this is like fucking really frustrating. And I just noticed when I was zoomed in that close, you can't really see that, so I'll just leave it the way it is. Doing all of that, Mr. Fancy Skeleton over here kind of got out of the way, so I needed to remove him so that he's visible. He kind of also follows the diagonal that I've set up. I fucking hate this halftone now, so we're nixing that. I don't know how I want to do this. Yeah, you know, maybe luminosity works. I realize I've just got really quiet. And I just don't know what I want to do with this. I want a textured background, but at the same time, I also don't want to give up on the halftone. You know, maybe what I could do is levels, just knock my mic. Pretty good. If we add a little bit more gray, I don't want to do that. It kind of fucks up the whole thing. Let's change how the gradient interacts. You know what? What was it out like that? Yeah, okay. The hard edges of the halftone are fucking with me right now. So, if you wanted to fuck around with that, you can. That actually doesn't really work out too well. Well, I was gonna say that median is a nice tool to mess around with if you wanna. Like, see what it did is like it finds like obviously the median of between two sets of like neighboring pixels, and it starts to make these like softer shapes. And what it did is it kind of fucked up the sides and stuff, and it makes it a little bit, as you can see here in Liquify, I don't know, a little bit more variety. I could go really far back into my past when I would just liquefy everything as my style. That was some good times. But as you can see, when you have a lot of values of light and dark, and you continue a overarching pattern onto those values, you can really make the illusion of like a liquid or a water. But that made that fucking awful. Sure, why not? Can't make it any worse, am I right? Or am I right? Holy shit, this room is hot. I really need to finish this. I can't handle it. Fucking room is like 1 billion degrees. And also doing liquify on something that is not even that large. Like 1920 by 1080 isn't that large of a file, but it's gonna take fucking forever for my substandard computer to get this done. Can you imagine doing something like this back in the day? Like liquefying a 1920 by 1080 pixel fucking image and liquefying it on a computer back in the day. That would fucking take forever. Okay, so getting there. There we go. So now I have this like ethereal, like ether of space going on. Now we gotta re-look into these guys and make it so that the whites show through. Unfortunately, this skeleton over here doesn't have any light. But what we can do, obviously, is just fucking invert him. What do I have this set as? Color dodge? I guess that's probably the best looking one. Alright, so I wish I could have a guide going at a diagonal. Unfortunately, I can't. I want to track this eye. This eye does match. Alright. So the screen looks like that. I'm going to leave it on screen, but I'm going to change the gradient itself. And I'm going to probably make it so that it's less strong. But I want it to follow this pseudo-analogous color scheme that I have of blues and purples with a complement of orange. That is the color scheme that I'm going for right now. Those whites are just too much. But I don't know, it's like part of the design. I'm just gonna leave it. I can't just keep micromanaging this and trying to make it perfect. I have to accept that like these hour-long streams aren't gonna be perfect. And I just need to figure out what I want to do it, and reap the consequences, I suppose. Kind of like sprint projects, the way I put it. Like I could work on some of these. I cut that for hours upon hours, trying to make it like the perfect work. But I mean, maybe that would be entertaining for some. But I've noticed that my longer streams doing things definitely aren't the most popular. Obviously, because no one's gonna sit down and watch all that. And I suppose I could like do a DSP sort of way of like splitting the stream up. But even doing that kind of becomes an issue because no one's gonna sit and watch all those parts, you know? It's just not gonna happen. Alright. I don't even remember what layer the skull is. There he is. Alright. Let's pattern, group, previous, accept. Do I want to scan line this dude? I don't want space. This is my go-to texture. I made this fucking piece of like oil artwork, and it's not actually oil on canvas. It's like something that I was trying to make faux oil, and I use it for fucking everything. It's a very nice texture. It's on my website. Feel free to use it in whatever you want. It'd be nice if you accredited me, but you know, realistically no one really would, probably not. Or even if you did credit me, it's very likely that no one would actually look to see. But I really do like it. It's got some nice range to it. I noticed that there's some remnants of the background there. I'm gonna get rid of those. A shape burst, or maybe I'll just do outer glow. This is called Glow, the masterpiece. That's all I'm fucking using. Alright, let's make the size a little bit bigger. Make the spread a little softer, higher range. And we basically are going to copy what we just these effects. What I could do actually just merge this down. I don't want it to be grouped. Actually, hold up. Ungroup it. Fuck. Sure, there's a way to do it, but Photoshop is pretty finicky. It's fucking shit. How do we remedy this? The good old-fashioned way. Disable that. Disable all of that. Clean this up. It's clearly not clean at all. And then we just cheese it with a copy merged. never turn that layer on again. Oh yeah, I already forgot about so much of this work I've already forgot about. I wanted to go for this purplish analogous color scheme, but I guess that blue does kind of work. We're gonna group this with previous. We're gonna group this with previous. Why is that? Oh, that's why. I'll delete that. There we go. Layer mask, eraser, paintbrush. I can't even see the size of my paintbrush for whatever fucking reason. It's fucking weird. Wish I could. That'd be nice. I don't know if I like that. Kind of want it to be see-through, or like going through the ground. I don't know. Hold up. Alright. Let's see what I can do here. I'm just gonna leave it like that. And it's sleeves. Don't like that. Maybe if I bring him to the front and move him down, mess with the size, he's too big now. Alright, so the weight we're seeing is we're seeing this very strong dynamic line. There's not a lot of weight on the right bottom side of the image. That's totally going to be an overlay of everything. It's not going to be very pronounced. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do a screen or multiple screen or a color dodge or something like that. Lower it down a lot. Add a mask to it and make it so that it's only up there. Select inverse, delete. So it adds some more texture. If I could describe my work in like one word, it would just overabundance of the use of texture. Essentially what my work comes down to. Alright. This can be remedied by changing the size, perspective. This could make it kind of like a crown on this fucker's head. Like a halo of sorts. This has gone fucking off the rails. I have no idea what I'm even making at this point. I don't know if I like that or not. Kind of like that actually. Get rid of the drop shadow. The colors are all wrong now, so essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna just change it to be more analogous. Stroke to see if I like that. I kind of do. Do I really like the drops? I need the drop shadow. I'm not going to have a stroke outline on it. And where is that cow? Just going to copy it over. If it lets me, if it wants me to, you know. feels like it. I don't like the bones anymore. I'm not gonna have them. I like that though. And this up. I could mask this, but my room is getting ridiculously hot. I'm pretty sure my computer might overheat. So that was a quick to see if there's any good textures that I liked. Nothing I like. And that just leaves, I guess, finishing. Do I even need the bison anymore? I really don't like it. Color's all wrong. It's not even a bison, it's a fucking like water buffalo or something. Maybe it is a bison. That's not a bison. What am I fucking talking about? It's not a fucking bison. It's like a mother and daughter or something. We'll go with that. There's a lot of visual noise going on. Maybe get rid of the constellations. Not what I wanted. This halftone is the death of me. I don't know why I decided to use it. I wanted to do something different. I don't think there's any saving this. This is my least favorite works. Thought it was going to be really good. I didn't even include the little skeleton lady, unfortunately. But you know, you can't win them all. You know, you can't always be on your A game. You can try. You can try. And I sure gave it my all, despite adversity, my friends. Always strive to do your best. Alright, that's the best I can do with that. I wanted to make this one like glitch art like, but I'll save that one for the next piece. I'll just leave it like that. I'll make my next piece glitch art with honor, not with honor, for the honor of my computer being a piece of shit and crashing on the first one. Alright, if I had chat open, I would see that there's probably no one there, but if there was, I would be able to ask what you guys would want to name this. But like Isaac, I'm fucking, my room is like gotta be 98 degrees right now. I'm sweating like a stuffed pig. So, I need to just finish this up. I have a nice fan, but I don't want to use it because it clearly buffets my mic. We'll name this one I did have like a mother and child vibe to it. They're on this planet. It's called Miros. There we go. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed this trash train wreck, trash fire. There we go. It's the Sorrow of Miros. I'll upload this a little bit later. I'll change all the information on my PDF, not PDF, my spreadsheet and website later. It's been fun, y'all. I'll catch you guys next time. I still don't have a theme for the next episode. So feel free to check below the video to see the Google Doc where you can make suggestions for themes. If you really wanted to, you could donate some cash. If you really wanted to, though I don't recommend that. I have a Discord link down there as well, if you would like to communicate with me there, though I'm fucking awful with that, because I'm super shy. I guess that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably at 8 p.m. That's when I'm going to shoot for my streams, like 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Maybe 9 p.m. It'll be a little cooler then. I'll catch you guys next time.